Yo yo, Renguleus here, and welcome to my playthrough of Lords of the Fallen. We are nearing the end of the game, and we pretty much have one little last stand here. I've very much enjoyed the game so far, in terms of combat and just world atmosphere. All the weapon designs and the armor designs are pretty cool. Really enjoy that. I'd say it's not like a perfect game. Like the exploration side of things, like there's a lot to explore in the game, but also there's a lot you can miss because of that. As well as some of the explanations in the game, there really isn't some in terms of certain aspects of the game that I had to kind of look up online because I wasn't really fully understanding what was going on. So there's a little bit of like tutorial stuff. I guess the tutorial comes at you like really fast, and I guess maybe I missed some things when I was going through that. But other than that, I'm really enjoying the game. There's also like points in the game where you kind of get lost and don't have really a sense of direction of where to actually go. I've had to look up where to go a couple times in the game, which is not something I usually like to do in these types of games, where it's just like, you should really be able to kind of eventually figure out where you're going, but if you're running around for an hour with like a chicken with your head cut off and you can't figure it out, what else are you supposed to do? So, other than that, like I said, really enjoying the game. We are nearing the end of it. I'm pretty sure this is the last piece of the game that we're connecting together. We went through this entire castle so far, and this is like the seemingly like the capital or like the home place of like the kingdom or whatever, because like there's a bunch of like king remembrances and stuff like that here. I'm assuming that the final boss here is going to be the king slash probably a deer or something, or is some sort of like vestige of a deer or something like that. So don't know how this fight's gonna go, so it's kind of why I'm like at the end here. Kind of looks like we have a little bit more to explore before we finally get to the final part here, so we are just gonna keep on keeping on. I'm basically just doing a pure strength build. The last session was like the first session, and we went to the fief area a little later than what we probably should have, and I actually found a pure strength grand sword, which is super nice. Kind of waited the entire game to try and find a pure strength sword, grand sword, because I was using like a long sword for pretty much the majority of the game, which is pretty decent. Like, it's a pretty good sword, like, don't get me wrong, like moveset's great. Even it being a long sword, it was still had like pretty decent range, and it also had like bleed on it, which is actually kind of interesting for a sword, like a strength sword to have. But now we finally found the ancestor sword, and it seems to be doing fantastic. For the most part, I swap between shield and two-handed frequently enough to just keep the shield on. As well as because of a certain rune slocket we have, like the final rune slocket that Lady Andre gives you. The shield basically doesn't cost me anything in terms of equip load or skills or anything, so it's just basically a free thing on my back, so not really too worried about it if I'm only two-handing. Oh, okay, he can just run forever? That's hilarious. Of course, that's hilarious. It's been a couple days, so it's gonna take a little bit for me to get back into this, I guess. That's hilarious. Okay. Not a big deal. These two guys are going to be pretty tough to take down, especially when there's two of them fighting you. They're not too bad when they're one-on-one, but man, if there's two of them, can be quite the challenge. I almost want to like just lure in this guy first. Doesn't seem like I can only aggro one of them though. It's like if I aggro one, I aggro both. What? I dodged, I thought. Got him. There we go. Okay, here we go. One-on-one isn't too bad. Alright. There we go. Frostbite salts. Ooh, bedchamber. Alright. Swaddling cloth, so clearly the Prince's cradle. Lord mask. So it's kind of interesting, like you find all this Lord gear in this castle. And all the Lord gear is technically a deer stuff. So clearly something happened. Lord mask. A mask bestowed upon one who a deer would deem worthy of the title of Lord. Yeah. So it's been kind of obvious, but like it seems like the king kind of fell under the influence of a deer. Willingly or not willingly. Kind of seems to not willingly because he seemed to have changed personalities quite significantly throughout the course of the game. To the point where like his wife and child like had to try and escape essentially with the help of Fitzroy. Okay, so clearly I need to get into Umbral here. Ward. I think I've been there, right? Like, yeah, that was the whole statue turning thing. We've been down there. We've definitely been across that bridge. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming this is probably, like, where the stairs take me? There's, like, stairs going down. Maybe not. Crap, maybe I should have went on those stairs first. Oh well. Not a biggie. Maybe we'll go back there eventually. Okay, so there is a place I can put down a seed. I don't think there's really much of a reason for me to, though. I guess if I didn't want to fight those two guys. I don't know. Oh wow. Okay, well that was my ignorance. That happens. Didn't really do much anyways. I kind of wanted to go back anyways. It's fine. I don't know if I really want to take both these guys on again, though. Might just skip past them. I already did it. Let's just move on. Okay, so first, let's take a look down the stairs. I wonder if it's probably blocked off or something, or what? Maybe it's a door or something that I can open that I wouldn't be able to open before. That's probably the case. Yeah, so it's probably a door that I wasn't able to open before. Yeah, now we're at the top of the stairs. Cool. Alright. But basically somewhere we've already been, so I'm not really too concerned about that. Alright. Like, I guess we could technically put it on a seed so we don't have to do this run back if we die again. And I think I might do that. If I have seeds. Yes, I do. I do. Nothing. It's like you only moved like... That's funny. You only moved like a couple 100 feet, but hey. Don't have to run back again. So now we got to fight one of these fucks again, right? Here he is. Oh, shit, there's multiple enemies. Oops. That again. Alright. I just need to get back into the swing of things. I'm just kind of like swinging away, not really dodging or anything here. Maybe I go one-handed so I can actually block or parry, maybe. It's funny because like as soon as you have like two enemies against you, it's almost like insane. The difficulty goes up insane. 1v1 is not too big a deal, but as soon as you have more than one enemy against you, it's just a bit much. Jeez Louise, man. Seemingly can't do anything against these guys. Nice. Wow. Okay. Fuck this. I'm just gonna go kill the wizard then. Like, the wizard is kind of pissing me off. Good thing we put down a seed. Holy crap. Okay, the wizard's dead at least, right? Thank you. Nice, fighting on the elevation kind of saved me there. Jeez. That took a lot. Oh, I'm dead. Ah! Oh, so we're finally on the on the other side of the bridge there. Was there not like items? I felt like there was like an item or something. Maybe I grabbed it without really realizing it. I remember seeing items from the other side of the bridge. Another flower bed. Bartholomew's hammer. I don't know how you would end up getting that item. Maybe if I jump down from the other side? Yeah, right there. Beryllium trunk. Sweet. Yeah, I knew I was gonna miss. Cool. Gotta love mimics. Wow. Last portion of the game here is real hard. And it's like just regular mobs that are like absolutely fucking monsters right now. Damn. I think the wizards... Yeah, the wizards die, like, permanently. Of course. Sometimes he does that, and it doesn't really do anything. Other times, he throws a fireball at you. What? I don't even know what hit me there. What the fuck? That felt like bullshit. Okay, well these two guys aren't going to be there because I'm not an Umbral. Obviously that's a fucking mimic. Now I know that. Which usually means that the game wants you an Umbral, but fuck that shit. Ooh. Alright, well, shit. Okay, here we go. This is definitely a boss arena right here. And that is a throne up ahead right over there. Damn, okay. We in endgame now, baby. What do we get? There he is. Oh, he's a sad boy. His wife left him. I wonder why. The Sundered Monarch. And he's just crying. Oh, he's missing an arm too. Damn, dude. Okay, so I can't go upstairs yet. Alright, obviously he's not going to aggro until I start hitting him. If he aggroes at all in his first phase. Kind of seems like it's a sad boy right now, and then maybe his second phase he'll turn into a deer or something. Here we go, let's go. Get off me, peasant! Alright, dude. There's your arm back. Okay. Use his wife's head as a fucking weapon, or? Damn, that's actually a lot bigger than I think it changed size a little bit there. That was the thing. Hit him in the balls. Hit him in the balls. You don't need those anymore, right? Ooh, he's mad. Ooh, okay, there's 2 of those. Got it. Oh. And I'm just taking passive damage. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, well. Don't have any more heals. Obviously, this is only its first phase, so I'm gonna have to really learn how to not take damage during its first phase. I'm dead. Alright. I don't think yeah, I was close to killing him there, but I'm assuming he has a second phase. So, shit. I'm gonna have to really, not take damage here. At this point, I don't know if a shield is really gonna help me. He does a lot of slamming attacks that just probably are not parryable or blockable. I'm gonna switch to 2 hands. Wait, what's that? Oh, beacon. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh, jeez. He's doing a lot more attacks than... What the fuck? He didn't do that the first time. Okay, I thought I got that. Oh, that was too early. Too early. Alright. Sure, my guy. Alright. Too early. Wait! Now we're getting new attacks that I didn't see the first time. I feel like I dodged that though. Obviously it didn't. Once again, felt like I dodged that, but I guess it was too early. Oh, okay, I thought he grabbed me again. I was like, what? There's no way. Wait, what? I'm confused. That one I keep getting confused by. Damn, this is gonna be a hard fight, man. I can't even get past the first phase without having to use all of my healing. He did pull out like 2 new moves or more moves than he did the first time, though. Alright. Are we gonna get a round 3 with a bunch of new moves as well, or what? I gotta get his timing of his slams down a little bit better. They have a little bit different timing. Each slam has a kind of a different timing. All right. I don't even know who this person is, to be honest. Keeps messaging me. I think they'd take the hint when I don't respond. Nice. Crap. Hit him in the dick. Hit him in the dick. Come on. Crap, too early. And that instantly burns me. Or ignites me. Maybe I don't know what my secondary ring is right now. Might be a fire resist. Maybe I need ignite resist. Do I not have heals? Come on. Dude. Dude, is the entire arena? Is this the entire arena? Like, what the fuck? Where'd he go? What has he got? Almost got him. I thought I had him. Okay. Got him there. Now what? What do you got for me, buddy? There is no way that was the last boss fight. There is no fucking way that was the last boss fight. That was way too easy. Alright, we'll go strength, strength. Might as well just do a quick rest. Okay, I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of vestige of a deer. I kind of thought he was going to be the vestige of a deer, but almost doesn't seem like it. Remembrance of the Sundered Monarch. Okay. Don't tell me like we're gonna fight the queen or anything, right? Like that doesn't make sense. The queen was like running away and shit. Is that it? Those butterflies are around me, not around the arena. Okay. Nope, those are butterflies though. This is like chained up? Yeah. What do you got?
Justin, I'm sorry. This was all my fault. I just wanted things to be better for us. Forgive me. No, get that away from...
Justin's faith in his brother remains steadfast. Oh, I'm gonna
Justin, I'm sorry.
So that was Justin's brother.
Fault. I just...
Like Tristane or something like that.
To be better for us. Forgive me. No, get that away from...
Because Justin actually died earlier in this castle. Okay. Well, let's go. What is this? A deer.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived and enslaved by forces who regard you as nothing more than an instrument.
Probably true.
Through which they might enact their blasphemous will and prevent my rightful return.
Ah, crap. I literally stepping away from that didn't... Okay.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived and enslaved by forces who regard you as nothing more than an instrument, through which they might enact their blasphemous will and prevent my rightful return. They speak of light while offering you nothing but blindness.
True.
Weak hypocrites relying on the malignant power of Umbral. With one breath, then decrying it with another.
Not wrong.
They brand me evil, a tyrant, and yet I offer you something they will not.
What's that?
A choice. Reject the fanatical crusaders and the deranged servants of the self-proclaimed judge. Dismiss all of their false dogma and the torturous mission to which they have bound you. And only then will you know freedom. And if you would hear it, the truth.
Okay. Enter the Rogar realm or do nothing. I'm assuming do nothing doesn't do anything for me. I guess we're going to hell? I don't know. The Rogar realm, eh? Alright. Here we go. Is that a deer? Looks a lot like the Lord's Mask, right? Anything behind us? No. A deer, the bereft exile. Almost thought they were gonna give you like some sort of choice to whether or not to like follow a deer or not, but I guess it's just you don't really have much of a choice. You just gotta kill him.
Why do you refuse to open your eyes to their manipulations? To millennia of shameful distortions of the truth. For eons, I stood as mankind's guardian, shepherding them with wisdom and love. Yet in return, I was betrayed. Those three power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges turned my own children against me and waged a terrible war of needless slaughter.
3 judges? What do you mean 3 judges?
The judges and their crazed followers butchered those who remained loyal to me. And when I created the Rogar, as a means to put an end to the madness, they too were no match for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. Although the judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite their best efforts. In a world left blackened and corpse-choked by their crusade, the judges banished me to this barren realm, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile, mankind set about ruling themselves, free from the divine oppression of which they accused me. And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods. The insistent worshippers of their real ambition ought to.
Didn't get past that. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do there. Probably not what I was doing. So I kind of wanted to listen to what he had to say. So there was multiple judges, and by seemingly so far by locking him away, they also became divine or something like that. I don't know. Because we only fought the Judge Cleric. I didn't even know there was 2 other judges. I'll try following the dialogue a little bit again, but I'll try to go to that area and see if there's something I needed to do there. Maybe I need to kill some effigies or like the things that are I don't know. We'll find out. What ring do I have on? Yeah, I have the fire resist rung on. Fire defense and wither defense. I don't know if killing these guys really does anything for me.
To their manipulations, to millennia of shameful distortions of the truth. For eons, I stood as mankind's guardian, shepherding them with wisdom and love. Yet in return, I was betrayed. Those 3 power-hungry malefactors who declared themselves judges turned my own children against me and waged a terrible war.
His own children against him.
Slaughter.
Jeez
The
Louise.
judges and their crazed followers butchered those who remained loyal to me. And when I created the Rogar as a means to put an end to the madness, they too were no match for the heathen forces. In the end, even I fell. Although the judges found themselves unable to kill a god, despite their best efforts. The world left blackened, hopes choked by their crusade. The judges banished me to this barren realm, which has served as my prison ever since. Meanwhile, mankind set about ruling themselves, free from the divine oppression of which they accused me. And yet, how little time passed before the judges themselves were raised to the status of demigods, figures of worship, their real ambition all too clear. Yet an outcome, the people deluded themselves into believing a triumph. How much blood has been spilled in their names since my banishment? Far more than was ever spilled in my name.
Probably true.
And now, after all the time mankind mankind have had to shape their own destiny. See what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos. They believed they were capable of guiding themselves, but have been proven sorely mistaken. Mankind needs me, now more than ever.
Interesting.
And what of other beings who claim godhood? Where are they? What of Aureus and the abhorrent umbral creature? They are cowards, hiding in forcelight and obfuscating shadow.
Out of heals.
Unworthy of their presence, their communion. And yet here I stand before you with true words and open arms. For I love all of my children, even the wayward ones. Listen to me. You must stop this before you allow yourself to condemn all of mankind for eternity. I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived and enslaved by forces who regard you as nothing more than an instrument through which they might enact their blasphemous will and prevent my rightful return.
Do I just hit him? You're dead. Or not. Oh shit. I burned away. Defeat a deer, the bereft exile. The light upon the umbral lamp knows no satiation, consuming even a god. Satiation? I don't know what that word is. Aureus will done by his heresy-tainted champion, rewarded only with annihilation. With renewed influence, Aureus unleashes his radiance to purify those deemed transgressors. In light, they fall. Reached the radiant ending. All right. So that was like the good ending, I guess? Kind of sad. But I kind of get it. We were like the Dark Crusader, so we kind of were a necessary evil to try and take out a deer. What a weird way to end the game right there. Like I said earlier when I first started the stream here, definitely enjoyed the game for what it was in terms of combat, and just like weapon design, costume design, all of that. The aesthetics of the game are freaking awesome. A little frustration when it comes to some of the exploration and just like the directionless questing and like where the fuck do I go kind of shit, but I guess that kind of comes with these types of games. You really aren't really handheld. You really have to figure it out, which is cool. It does suck when you just kind of get lost for hours on end and have to try and figure it out, but I still have a lot of fun. I definitely am gonna play this again. I have currently another playthrough with a buddy of mine who we were like playing together. We got about like a quarter, not even a quarter, like eighth of the way through the game. There is kind of fun, kind of playing a different type of build, sort of. Not really though. I was playing like a strength faith instead of just pure strength. I think if I go back to playing with him, I'll probably end up just playing almost pure faith. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, pretty good. So it does seem like we essentially had to sacrifice ourselves in order to beat a deer. I wonder... I'm not even like... I can't even conceive of how we would not do that, though. Like, how we would be on his side. Because clearly there's multiple endings with that... kind of the achievement there saying we did the... what was it? The graceful ending or whatever the fuck. So I wonder if there's some sort of a deer ending where it's like we actually side with a deer. Cool music limited. That's hilarious. Music in the game was pretty decent too. There wasn't really too much music when it came to like actual gameplay, but like all the cutscenes and stuff like that usually had music to it. Would have been nice if there's a little bit of background music, because like there's definitely a lot of sections of the game where it's just like dead silent other than like your movement or like whatever noise you're making. Which I guess kind of leads into the ominous nature of the game. I think Dark Souls did kind of a similar thing where it's like a lot of the sound design was kind of more eerie and more quiet, kind of puts you in the moment kind of deal. But like I said, very much enjoyed the game. I'll definitely be playing it again. I'm excited for number 2. I know number 2 is apparently coming out at some point, or it's in the works. So I'll definitely be playing Lords of the Fallen 2 when it comes out. What else? I don't really know what else to say here other than the fact that I enjoyed the game. Yeah. Sweet. I'm assuming there's some sort of New Game Plus. I would assume there's like a New Game Plus feature to this. I'm not too sure how that'll go. Because we died technically, so it's like there are like things you can go to in the bonfires or like whatever the vestiges where you can kind of like do boss battles over again, or if there's like a boss gauntlet or something like that as well. Didn't actually expect the final 2 bosses to be that easy. Like typically, I guess in these games they do kind of tend to make the final boss somewhat easy. Because at that point, you're supposed to be like this kind of crazy god killer type person, I guess. So it kind of makes sense that the final boss fights are kind of anticlimactic kind of, where it's like you're fighting kind of broken beings. Like the king there at the end was obviously fucking extremely broken. He was like crying until you kind of broke him out of that. And then the final boss there, fighting a deer there, was kind of disappointing, to be honest. I wonder, like I said, I wonder how you would do that differently to where you wouldn't kill him. Because I feel like no matter what, you're going to enter that final stage, whether you're trying to do a good playthrough or a bad, like a evil playthrough or a deer playthrough, like you're going to enter that final stage, right? I could be wrong on that, but I don't know how else you'd play the game, to be honest. Because there wasn't really anything indicating whether or not you can just let people live or whatnot, right? I wonder if in that final stage, if I just try to stay alive for like an extended period of time, maybe not killing his followers that are trying to fucking throw fireballs at you, maybe you just kind of kite around and try not to die, and there has to be something, right? Or maybe it has something to do with like maybe some of the choices you've made along the way. It almost seemed like he was kind of telling you, hey, don't fucking kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. So I just don't know how you would not do that. Kind of feel like, yeah, all you would really do is just kite around and try not to die for an extended period of time. Maybe his speech just kind of finally ends at some point. I do kind of want to do like not a pure magic, because I don't think you can do a pure magic build in this game. I could be wrong on that, but it kind of just seems like the mana pool doesn't really allow for a full magic build. I could be wrong on that. Because like I said, I was doing like another kind of playthrough with a friend of mine, and I was kind of half magic, half strength there, and it's like, your mana pool is not really that big from the catalysts, but maybe there's like, I guess you can pick up items that kind of refill your mana. Like there's a bunch of rings. I think there's amulets and stuff like that that like refill mana on kills and stuff like that. I don't know how much though. Damn. It was a good game. You unlocked a new class, Radiant Purifier, a martial priest of the Church of Orion, Radiance, whose rigorous training in matters both spiritual and somatic serves them in unflinchingly cleansing anything deemed anathema to the Church of Orius. An offense-focused class, vulnerable to physical harm, but with a greater tolerance for magical damage. Carries a halberd and a tome, kind of wearing like all of the purifier armor. Starts with a necklace. Like I am actually tempted to play this game. You can begin a new game plus for a higher difficulty challenge. Just gonna check this out. Continue current journey. I'm assuming that just means it's not New Game Plus and you're just kind of back to your previous spawn. And then if I go here, does it allow me to New Game Plus? Upgrade character, New Game Plus, restart game. Interesting. I might have to go to a vestige for New Game Plus, or do I might have to fight him again to be able to do that. To go back up here, is this like fight redoable? Is that kind of the deal right now? Interesting how the New Game Plus was kind of marked off. I wonder if I have to go to a true vestige or what. No, okay, so this is not redoable now. I was not expecting to actually have a new character unlocked. That's kind of weird. I felt like there was already a character similar to that one that we just unlocked, apparently. Okay, now I can New Game Plus. Interesting. Let's go to home base. Does she have anything to say? She does not.
Our holy work continues, Lamp Bearer. Let Aureus.
So there's clearly one Sanguinarix that I missed. What about the snooty dude over here? Does he have anything to say? If he's even here. He's not even here. And the priest that we had at the beginning of the game also said he was going into the depths or whatever. Once we finally gave him the final tome or whatever, the Umbral tome. That's one thing that I was kind of wanting to do. Maybe an Umbral, like an Umbral wizard playthrough is kind of seems like a decent amount of fun, to be honest. A bunch of different spell types in this game. Okay, so he has nothing. Offer remembrance. So, what do we have? Sundered Monarch. Remembrance of the Sundered Monarch, a melted sword hilt. Very few of his subjects saw beneath the stern visage and commanding presence of King Brahmas. Is that the 27th? And fewer still, or is that the 17th? I don't remember what X is. X is 10, right? Yeah, so that's King Brahmas the 17th. And fewer still would have guessed how much strength the formidable king drew from the love of his queen's smile and the innocence in his infant son's eyes. Yeah, he was having quite the hard time. Queen's head hammer. That is actually fucking hilarious. Heavy memento. Heavy shield. Oh my god. Melted crown. Crown once fitted for a king, now melted and disfigured. Part of a broken stone statue fastened to a crude but formidable shield. That's actually fucking awesome. Infernal decree. Summon a rain of infernal swords from the sky. And then what else? You got the Light Reaper. Right-handed Light Reaper sword, left-handed Light Reaper sword, right-handed Light Reaper dagger, left-handed dagger, Reaper spear. Like, damn, this dude has a lot of weapons. Agility, Inferno. All this is Agility and Inferno. And obviously you can get all his armor. Severing Blades. Send forth a pair of Flame Blades. Ah, that's his, like, his swipe across attack. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do a magic playthrough here. There's so many different magic types too, which is kind of crazy. Well, there's 3, but... Dread Cleric, Radiant Sword, so Agility and Radiance. Strength, Agility, Radiance, and Inferno. Damn, why does she have so many swords? I kind of... I guess that's her second phase sword, I guess. And her second phase armor set. Corrupted Banner Javelin, that's a throwable? Ammunition, yeah. Pyroclastic Stone. Summon a bouncing igneous rock that explodes with impact. I don't actually remember her casting that. Briarstorm, I definitely remember her casting. Interesting. Investigate the stigma left at the last known location of a deer at the bereft exile. Wait, what? Maybe I have to go back. And now that I actually know where to go for the most part in this game, it's not like on another playthrough I'm going to be all pissed off because of the fucking directionless nature of the game. At least I'll actually know where I need to go to actually finish the fucking thing. Only issue is, where is his remembrance? Because I can't go back in here, and I died instantly, right? Like, it's not like I had a choice to fucking grab anything from him. Am I not? I don't think this is his remembrance. This is like.
I'm sorry.
Forget what his brother's name is, like Tristan or something like that.
I just.
I know it started with a T.
Wanted things to be better for us. Forgive me.
I wonder how you get his remembrance.
No, get that away from.
Screw it. I'm gonna look it up. Just like everything else in this fucking game, I have to look up. I wonder if it's even possible if you don't side with them. Lords of the Fallen. Dear. Remembrance. Location. You can find a deer remembrance at the shrine of a deer vestige betrayed Elyard after defeating him. Warp to the vestige betrayed Elyard. Is that even something I unlocked? Probably, and I just don't know. Kind of tempted to get like all of the vestige stuff. Like obviously you only have a limited amount of scourings to actually do that. Pilgrim, Curse Knight, Rosamund, Jeremiah, Sornveld, Loesch, Dieter. There's the chart. Like honestly, I don't even think Vestige betrayed Elyard. Oop. Ah. This one that we never really even kind of dealt with here.
As you can see, I've been honing my skills as you instructed. And you were right. I feel my power growing every day. Soon, I swear, I will be ready.
Sweet. I don't think I have any hands or anything. I'm assuming I have one hand, basically because of just you get one hand randomly picking up. I'm assuming this has something to do with PvP, right? It would make sense, right? Like, severed hands, you kind of kill everyone playing the game. I don't know how you even do PvP in this game, to be honest, though. Sure, there's like some sort of item or something, right? Increase your Freno and Radiance to gain further insight. So, interesting. So, if I leveled up my Inferno and Radiance, I would get more descriptions out of this? Is that how that works? Like, judging from the description here, that's exactly how that works. I also don't have mirror, like the glass shards either. Kind of interesting to see what the mirror does. So yeah, you can redo the boss fights. we are gonna warp back to home base. I'm not too sure if I'll do a new game plus. I was kind of thinking of just restarting and kind of playing a new character or a new build. Not her. Let's go over here again. What's he got? Oh, spells. Shout of Sorcery, which allows you to utter a curse which causes an affected enemy to explode if killed. Surround yourself with a tornado of fire. Unleash a showering rotting body parts and assorted fluid. Spells. Okay. Oh shit. Wait a minute. The mirror has been fully restored. And? Now what? Maybe I'm not supposed to be an umbral here, maybe? Just rest. Does the mirror do anything? Well, what the fuck was the point of the mirror? Give me a sec here. Looking things up. Fully restored mirror. Renewal knife, and then you can reshape yourself. Which obviously is just like a new look or whatever. It's kind of what I thought the mirror did, which is like kind of just respect your look, which once again in this game, like, I don't even understand the point of that, because I guess maybe if you're wearing like hats rather than armor, you kind of maybe see your body a little bit more, but like for the most part, like playing a strength build or playing like a warrior build, you're gonna have a helmet on the entire time, right? Like I said, unless you use a piece of head armor that kind of shows your body a little bit more, or your face a little bit more.
Chosen bearer of the lamp, like you I serve.
Renewal knife, a knife combining a stone blade with a bone handle, both incredibly old, has no reflection oddly. Interesting. I always find it fun. This is so funny to me. Like, what's the fucking point of these skulls? Like, why would you want to buy this? You're literally wasting vigor. I don't get it. Like, unless these skulls do things that I'm not aware of. And then we have a bunch of spells and stuff like that. Okay.
Until her embrace.
So if I kind of go through... Like, it's funny because like the majority of the weapons I'm not even able to wield because I'm just pure strength. There's a lot, honestly, if I was playing in agility, it almost seems like agility is actually the way to go with this game. There's a lot of different agility weapons, but I guess it's kind of like quality weapons. Like, I guess this hammer is like an umbral hammer. Inferno and strength. That is fucking hilarious. Alright. Sword of the Flayed, Inferno. I was kind of like interested maybe in doing a fist weapon, Lord's Bite. I think you got that in the castle. Bloodletter, Shovelhead. Alright, shit, now what do I want to do? Like I said, I was kind of tempted to restart the game. Not too sure about New Game Plus right now. What else can I get from him, remembrance-wise? I purchase all the weapons. I don't have enough. Vladimir's Javelin. Yeah, my Umbral Scourings are kind of low here. Yeah, I don't have any more Scourings. So you really only have a limited amount of Scourings, and you can only buy a limited amount. Almost like Fitzroy Sword, but not really. Increase your Inferno to gain further insight. Now, that's a sweet looking sword. It's almost like the Black Knight sword. It's a quality weapon. The Grinning Axe. It's like a straight infernal weapon. It's like a one-handed weapon. Looks really badass. I remember picking up these big swords and being like, yeah, I wanted to use these, but these require a lot of radiance. It does seem like most of the grand swords have like a very similar moveset. It's another one that's kind of... Ebon Light Abiding Defender Sword and Luminous Abiding Defender Sword. Ah, okay, so there's... What's the difference? This one has frost damage and this one has more bleed. There's a lot of bleed weapons in this game, actually. Damn. Yeah, movesets are kind of the exact same when it comes to grand swords. $300 bleed, kind of gnarly. Sword of the Flayed. Just kind of testing out to see if there's many real differences in these weapons. The only real difference I'm seeing is just stats and what they kind of do. The movesets are all pretty much the same. Wait, Fitzroy's sword is only a long sword? Oh wow. I kind of thought Fitzroy's sword was a grand sword. Because, yeah, this is the sword I was using. Moveset-wise, yeah. All the grand swords are the exact same moveset. Bringer of Stillness. Okay, so the other thing that I honestly don't know is, do staffs give you mana? They do not. So it's only really or maybe if I equip it in my main hand. Or just staff's just like a staff. It's just basically a blunt weapon. Yeah, it's just basically a blunt weapon. Or a spiky weapon, I guess, if you're using this one. So the only thing that actually gives you mana are catalysts? And then how would you actually up your mana pool? Maybe if you have just more Radiance and Inferno, like your mana goes up with that. 'Cause that's the thing with the pure magic builds that I wasn't fully understanding, because like it just doesn't seem like there's much of a pool for mana. But maybe if you actually upgrade your Radiance or your Inferno, you do gain more mana? Okay. With that being said... what do I want to do? I was kind of thinking an Umbral Sorcerer. I'm gonna actually quit the main menu.